may tatanungin na akong formula. You may
Anything.
answer it or not. Basta formula, alam niyo na yan.
Whatever.
Beneficial yun sa mga wine.
Ang tingin ko, ano rin eh.
Alam niyo na.
Hindi ko rin alam eh. Parang feeling ko, I know the question, I think I don't know the answer.
Parang pang-inspirasyon na.
Also, of course.
Sa mga mamis.
Of course. Ano yan? Give and take.
Okay. Live na tayo Facebook. We're going to
Masarap ang Facebook live. Yan, the Facebook live.
Ma'am Shar, Ma'am Shar, we live din po.
We're live.
Team Lenny Kiko page.
Give me my phone. Where's Angel? My below.
Ano na yung
So live, live. Live pa man.
Mr. DJ afterwards. Man, ituloy ko na rin, man. And then, tinatry ko. And, wala lang po.
How do you, Angel, how do you simultaneously go live on IG and FB? Pwede. Marian does that eh.
Standby.
Ibang app. Outside third party. Okay. Baka another phone lang. Ayan, so kaya na. Dalawang ano. Isang IG. I can do my IG, but you do the FB. Where's my phone? Kunin ko lang po, ma'am. Right?
Ay, on the dot, 7:08, di na siya ito, no? Nag-iba sila siyempre ng 96.3 IFM and numero 1, radyo stasyon na entero sa Buanga. And we are mighty proud member of the KBP, kapisana ng broadcaster ng Pilipinas. Idol, hindi na isip at tatanda, no? Pasensya Stedes, haluin natin ng konting Tagalog yung ating interview, no? Akala nyo, nagbibiro ako, ha? Mga idol, kampana na kita, dali kita kampana. Mga idol, mga senior citizen diaton na liapuera, dali kita mano, panel diaton, the one and only, Miss Sharon CUNETA, el diaton megastar.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. I'm very happy to be here, Pare Nel.
Yes, ma'am.
Muchas gracias for having me here. I just want to say muchísimas gracias con ustedes todo. Mío, mga querido vivientes de Zamboanga. And peace be with you. Assalamualaikum. Happy Hari Raya sa lahat ng mga mahal kong kapatid dito. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Alright, Miss Sharon, the one and only megastar. Buenas noches contigo.
Buenas
Y
noches.
welcome, no?
Buenas
Welcome.
noches contigo.
Welcome. Di ating programa.
Gracias.
Mira sila. Mga idol, no? Sa mga tiempo, meron po tayong mga konting katanungan kay Miss Sharon, no? Unang-una, alegre kita, no? We're very happy.
Is
I'm
alegre
surprised,
also?
no? Surprised ako nung tinawagan ako ng aking station manager. Sabi niya, Parinas, meron kang interview ngayon. Sabi ko, sino po? The megastar. Sabi ko, megastar, ha? Sabi ko, di ba, Julian? Sabi niya, i-ready mo na yung mga question mo. Alright? Alright. So, Miss Sharon,
Yes.
unang por otros, kumusta ho yung inyong flights? Kailan pa ho kayo nandito sa Zamboanga?
I arrived this afternoon kasi we're on the last leg na ng aming campaign for Lenny Kiko, for Ma'am Lenny and my husband Kiko. So, it's only my second time in Zamboanga. The first time I had a concert here. So, now, ano naman, Vice President mo, mas slow, di ba? Slow, mabagal magka-action.
Yes.
At saka umusad ang bansa pag gano'n.
So, dapat to tamping.
Kailangan talagang yung team nila, magkasunod talaga. Pareho sila ng values, pareho ng plans. And I want to say hello, Paring Nels, to my Instagram family because I'm live now. Also to my Facebook family. Hi guys! So, I know you're also live, right? So, nakikisali kami. I'm in Zamboanga now. Hi, we're live right now. I mean IFM 96.3 dito sa
Number one
Zamboanga.
radio station.
Number one radio station.
Alright. Miss Sharon, no? Napakasaya ang inyong mga rallies tsaka ng Team Robredo at pamilya.
Ay, so kakagaling ko lang dun sa
Yakan
Yakan
Village.
Village. Yes, I went shopping and I met the weavers,
Opo.
saka yung mga lola at manang natin. They were very, very lovely.
Oo, there pa.
Ma'am, bale, kita-kita ko natin na marami ko nagbo-volunteer. Yung bayan ako mismo ang sumasama ko sa kampanya nito, no? And marami ring sumusuporta taga-showbiz po.
Yes,
Yes,
so, you know, I never, since tumakbo si Kiko ng 2001, I never ever asked my showbiz friends for favors. Yung parang, oy, tulungan nyo naman kami for Kiko. Parang pag sinabi nila na, I wanna support Kiko, and then they tell us na, you know, we are very touched, we're very grateful. So, pag sinabi nilang gano'n, that's the only time na when they say, oh, when you need us, So, then I can try to invite them na to join me. Actually, tomorrow I will be in Cebu City again. And nagulat ako because my dear friend, si Eugene Velasquez, all of a sudden added the Cebu rally to her schedule, so she will join me tomorrow. It's, you know, things like that that you never forget. This is where you see friends talaga na, although I still love my friends kahit na hindi sila makakiko, pero few lang sila.
Okay, ma'am, malaman po yung mga speeches nyo sa mga rallies, no?
Yes.
Lalo na ko yung sa may Santa Rosa, Laguna.
Oh, that, yeah.
O, Das
I don't know
Marinas,
where that
Cavite.
came.
Ma'am, pwede nyo ba expose sa amin?
Yes,
Kahit konti lang, no?
Alam mo, yung Parines, it's, whenever I do a speech, I never know what I'm going to say. Kasi minsan parang, di ba, you say almost the same things every rally, di ba? But that time in Laguna, that night, in the car pa lang, I was telling my family, I was with Kiko and my kids. So I thought, wait, hold on. Before I go down, sabi ko, I'm getting very emotional. It's like, this is like, I've never campaigned for anyone like this before, and I've never seen a, you know, a crowd, parang crowds like this crowd tonight.
At ma'am,
Na, yung during our campaign
Opo,
rallies
opo.
ba,
Opo.
yung tao yung gumagalaw. So it was so emotional because I've been alive for 56 years, everyone knows that. And I've been campaigning for my dad since I was a little girl, then for various presidentials, including President Marcos, you know. And then all of a sudden now, parang, and that night when I went on stage, because you know, I have an uncle who's like my second father who's running for vice president. And Sarah, I love her very much. May tampo man ako sa papa niya, sa tatay niya, because I don't agree with much of his politics. I don't agree with a lot of things that have been happening under his governance.
we understand.
But don't you, di ba? And I just happen to have a platform to be able to say that. But Sarah has her own, you know, mind, just like I do.
Ma'am, you did
And
mention
then,
about
Bongbong
platform.
also. Yeah.
You did mention about
Platform talaga.
Oo.
That's what I'm, even Bongbong, you know, I grew up with the Marcoses almost. I'm not very, very close to them, but when I was born, si Marcos na yung presidente. And I didn't know martial law was such a big deal because I was 6 years old when it was declared. Tapos nanay na ako kay Casey. Casey was 1 year old. Hindi ko alam may martial law pa pala noon, kundi pala people power. I mean, I never knew any of the stories because I knew them on a more personal basis. Parang naging ninong namin sa kasal ng papa ni
Yes,
Casey.
opo.
FM, di ba si President Marcos. And then I even went to their house in Hawaii. My Mrs. Marcos, si Madam, ninang ko rin yan. Tawag ko sa kanya, ako sa the President. And among the kids talaga, si Bongbong at si Little Amy yung pinaka, parang, Irene also, once in a while, pero mas si Bongbong. But I'm closer to Sarah. So because si Sarah, na-meet ko when she was you know, she was a little girl. She was already my fan, na SHARON yan, sabi nga niya. And then, when I went to Davao, she was pregnant. She wasn't mayor at that time. I was taping and she came with me everywhere I went on my taping day, and we've kept in touch. Wala akong ano kay Inday, but you know, I happen to believe in, my second father is also si Senator Soto, my SP Soto. So it's been a very tough, this is the toughest campaign I've been part of because it involves either friends or somebody. Sabi ko nga, Kiko is like, he's like my son, and then my son as in Araw, and SP Soto is my moon. I cannot live without either of them. Tapos sa friends naman, in diet ako. But a year ago, before VP Lenny decided to run for president, I already told her, Ma'am, you run naman. Sabi ko, if you run, I had no idea she was going to choose Kiko to be her VP. And my husband was about to file for re-election for the Senate. And all of a sudden, nagkagulo yung mundo namin. Because, you know, pag pinili ka ng VP as her running mate for the presidency, for you to be her VP, and you are known to bayaan yung kandidato mo ng sorry. So more than 20 years. Oh no, sorry. He rested for 3 years, then he ran again.
Okay. Ma'am, you did mention matagal na rin si Senator Kiko as senator, no?
Yes.
May naalala ko ba kayong yung mga sinasabi niya landmark bill na pinasa niya sa Senate?
Yung he gives that to every city he goes to, every local kanya. Tapos naman, mahala naman ng taong bayan kasi sobrang mahal. So, ginawa ni Kiko, if you go straight to the government, like yung mga, kunyari, yung prison system, yung government ang bibili niyan, di ba? Yung mga local, may jail kayo, di ba? If you buy straight from the farmers and the fisher folk, nakakatipid kayo, tapos kumikita rin yung mga monies that,
Yes, ma'am.
Tapos yung juvenile justice bill, there are other senators that help pass this bill. Why is it stupid? They have to read the whole thing, and there is some wisdom to it also.
Ma'am, can I just go back?
There's so much, It's on Kiko Pangilinan official Facebook page.
Alright.
You can see everything he did.
Opo. Mari niyo pong sinasabi na kinabukasan ng mga batang Pilipino ang nakataya sa 2022 election. Bakit niyo po nasabi po ito?
I have 4 kids. And kumbaga patapos na ako eh. I've been working 44 years. I'm in my 50s. This is really preparation for my children and my grandchildren and the generations to come. Kasi sabi ko, don't think of it as, 6 years lang ito. Bakit susugal na naman natin yung next 6 years? 6 years din yun ng buhay natin. And I say, especially to the kids who are voting for the first time, and because this is the generation that is most aware of how social media works, of what's fake news. Alam nila yan, they know how to research and see kung ano talaga yung dapat na paniwalaan at hindi. Kasi habang lumalapit ang eleksyon, May 9 na, di ba?
Yes,
Mas
5 more
lumalapit
days.
paninira, 5 more
5 more
days.
days.
Ang dami lalong naninira kay Ma'am Lenny at kay Kiko. So be careful lang. Make sure that when you vote, it is not based on lies. Hindi yung boboto ko to kasi si ganito daw, si Ma'am Lenny daw, o si Kiko daw ay ganyan. Yung pala hindi naman totoo. You know, I'm very proud to say, Ma'am Lenny and Kiko are both incorruptible. They have absolutely spotless records sa public service. They've been here for decades.
Matagal na rin sa service.
Yes, and walang ibahid ng iskandalo sa korupsyon o pagnanakaw. Pare Nils, that's why I'm still working. Because lahat ng, kumbaga may maliit na negosyo, ako nagtatrabaho pa rin, concert, may taping ang probinsyano. I love doing my work, but I can't do it forever. But everything that we have been giving our children, from their tuition fees to their food to everything we own, we work hard for. I don't know how I will face my children and grandchildren knowing na pinapakain mo, binibigay mo galing sa
Maling sistema ng
maling
gobyerno.
sistema, yes, nakaw or kaba ng bayan.
Opo. Ma'am, isa pang tanong. Yun ang tanong ko.
Oo, yun lang. Sa kami nasangkutan na ba? It's very hard, because we don't want to judge also our fellow men. Nobody's perfect. But ako, I live with my candidate for vice president. He's the father of my 3 children, no? And he treats my eldest as his own. And he's been a very good father. He's one of the best fathers on this planet. He's been a very faithful husband. a good husband. You know, he doesn't have much compared to someone else I could have married na anybody that could have been wealthier or ganyan. But everything he has, he gives to us. So it's really, he has a very pure heart. It's the way he was raised there. If you get to know his 3 other brothers, and then his 5 sisters, and then his mom and dad, but his dad passed away already, you will understand why. It's the way they were raised. Para naman mag-bachelor party bago ikasal, bawat kapatid. Isa lang hindi ko naabutan ikasal doon, yung kuya. Pero yung dalawang
Andun pa rin yung
kapatid niya,
tradisyon na senyora.
may bachelor di ba? Bachelor party sila.
Opo.
Pero sila lang magkakasama. Magiinuman, pero magdadasalan, kantahan, sila lang. Yung walang, it's a very wholesome setup. So I'm happy that my kids have grown up in that, environment na, of course, we're very family-oriented, so that includes the extended family.
Ma'am, meron ako isang katanungan. Kumusta ko si Senator Kiko? No? We know exhausted na siya. How many months na siya nagka-campaign? How is he now? Kumusta po siya ngayon?
He's still campaigning. Kaya nga kasi mapalapit na, so naghiwalay muna kami. Bukas magkikita ulit kami sa Cebu. I'm also exhausted. I'm not as young as I used to be. And my children now, my Frankie is 21. She came home from New York. Is campaigning. Casey is shooting a Hollywood film in New York. She's on a break now because she's not feeling too well for now. She'll get well soon, I'm praying. And then Miel and Miguel, my 2 youngest, are also campaigning already. So it's the first time they're all actually involved, and it's very touching for us to see how humble our children have been, and how, kasi nag-house to house sila. And parang feeling namin, we did something right. We raised them okay. They're mabait yung mga anak namin. They're very down to earth. And it's nakaka-heartwarm. Nakaka-warm ng heart, nakaka-tabak ng puso. We have good kids. Yeah.
Ma'am, meron pa ako isang tanong dito. No? Malapit na po yung eleksyon. Ano po yung nararamdaman niyo bilang asawa ni Senator Kiko Pangilinan at bilang isang megastar? Alright.
You know, kasi ako, I'm really just a singer and an actress. I host sometimes. I used to have my own show. I'm a concert performer. That's my life. Ang buhay ni Kiko talaga since childhood, public service. Parang yan ang calling niya. Ako, I've always done my part. As a public figure, you're also looked up to. And I happen to have been raised by parents who always gave me a parang sense of social responsibility. Raised me na dapat lagi kang sympathetic, empathetic. If you have more, it should be automatic that you share with the less fortunate. So parang that's always been part of our, even our children have been raised like that. All of them, to the youngest. And so, you'll only see that when you meet them and you see them. And usually when we do things, it's quiet. Especially me, kasi hindi naman ako politician eh. Sa akin, whatever the outcome, of course I'm hoping for, sinasabi ko nga lagi, the kind of Philippines that we want to be proud of. The kind of Philippines na
Ma'am, I'm sorry to cut you, no?
Yes.
You said you're not a politician, but if my memory serves me right, your father was...
longest service,
yes,
public servant in the history of Philippine politics.
Wala bang nagkirot sa iyong puso na
Daddy ko.
mag-serve din?
Ay, laging si Daddy, pinipilit ako. Sabi ko, Daddy, I may have the heart for it, I may have the brains for it, but I do not have the stomach for it. Kasi baka yung mga nasa paligid mo gumawa ng mali, sa'yo ibibintang. Tsaka hindi masyado akong in love sa trabaho ko. At nakakatulong ako, even from my side of the world, di ba? My little corner ng mundo ko. Naniluma na ng panahon, Mr. DJ. Nagpapasalamat ako sa tulong na binigay nyo, at dito umabot ako.
Wow!